Hi there Capricorn, and welcome to Toni's Tarot and Astrology. So let's have a look at this new moon in Cancer and the planets, how that's going to affect you, and we're going to have a look at the tarot as well. So this is going to be influencing you from July and August, from the 17th of July with this new moon at 24 degrees Cancer up until the 17th, 18th of August. So what Capricorn has going on, we have this new moon in Cancer, which is sitting, opposite Pluto in Capricorn here. So, for Capricorn, you've had Pluto going, through Capricorn for quite a long time. It's been sitting in your first sector of your environment, and it's back into Capricorn until December. And this is giving you your last little look at what you're wanting to change within your environment, what has been changing, or how you can keep changing your personal environment. Now, this is quite relevant, Pluto, at this time, because it's making an opposition to this new moon. It's also squaring the nodes, which have just shifted from the fixed signs of Taurus, Scorpio, into the cardinal signs of Aries and Libra. So, with the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, these are the four main points in the astrology wheel that are very significant, because they're the initiatory points. They're the points where, we work with ideas, where things start to really happen, and they're that, like, when things are in our hard points of the 1st, the 4th, the 7th, or the 10th, this is when, like I said, we really start to see things moving forward. So with that, you've had Pluto, with this new moon, you have the sun moon sitting in your 7th sector. So this is a time, whenever the sun and moon, it's a new moon in Cancer, it's opposite Capricorn, that's your 7th point, your point of relationships. So this is a month where relationships are going to be quite important to you. It's also a time when you'll be looking at your home situation, a lot of these Cancerian areas, and who you're living with, the people around you, and really what direction you're going in with relative to your relationship. Now this is going to be even more so relevant because we have the nodes that are moving from Taurus into Aries and Libra. Now this is going to be relevant to your 4th and your 10th sector. So with the nodes are all about your relationships, your connections, your soul family, people that you're close to. So there's going to be a lot about, where you're living, and also what your career direction is, what you're really wanting from your career direction. So this T-square that's happening at this time is, really affecting, like I said, Capricorn and the other cardinal signs, of course. But like I said, it's in your sector of relationships, and with the nodes in your sector of your home and the sector of your personal goals. And like I said, this is all coming through this fated soul family time with Pluto squaring the nodes opposite the sun moon point. So for Capricorn, you've got Mars in the 9th. This could be a really, really busy time for work. But, over the next, with the nodes transitioning out of Taurus, Scorpio energy into the Aries, Libra energy, this is going to cover the next 18 months where changes will be happening for Capricorn with regards to again, where they're living, where they want to live. There's going to be a big focus on your home situation, which I think you're going to want to be changing around this time, or making more secure for yourself. And again, the South Node, which relates to the past, it relates to your karmic connections, your soul connections, people from other lifetimes that you feel a really strong connection to. Also relates to soul family, and it can relate to karmic situations as well. And that's sitting in your direction of goals. So there's something sort of karmically meant for you, and I feel it's in a very positive way and a very transformative way. Now that will become more obvious as time goes on, but could even be initiated around this time with the Sun Moon activating this Pluto nodes T-square. So let's have a look at what the cards have in store for Capricorn for the next 5 to 6 weeks. Let's see what you can expect. Capricorn. here, this is again at the home. This is the card that I relate to for the home. Of course, it's the only one that looks like a house. It's a castle. It's a fours. It relates to the security of the home. It's like the four walls or the foundation of the property. And you've got the business card as well, and this projection of the future. So home, your productivity, and what you're wanting to achieve for yourself, for your future. These are all going to be things you're going to be considering. Yes, and a really strong time talking about relationships being really important during this time for your changes. You've got the Lovers card, which relates to adaptability with others, personal relationships, of course, and but also ideas and that coming from others, working with others. So Capricorns are very good at being in their own company and doing things for themselves. But this is going to be a time of interaction and cooperation and collaboration with others. So it's not just about what you can do on your own, it's about, what you can achieve with others, but utilising your own skills in your own way. These are great cards for Capricorn. Really good news coming in around you. You have had a very testing time, Capricorn, and of course Pluto going through your whole first sector has not been a easy situation, I would say, for the last 8 years or more. And you've got the Strength card, which means you're coming out of that. And like I said, this is the last 5 months of it. You're coming out of this challenging time. You're coming out with more confidence and more understanding and more belief in yourself and who you are. And that is a challenge for Capricorn because they are very multi-talented, but they don't always have the confidence or belief in themselves. And sometimes they just like to keep things simple so that they're not over challenging themselves, because they actually are very competitive deep down, and they really do not do failure well. In fact, they're probably the only ones that use failure in their vocabulary. So this is Capricorn here. Sometimes they could think nicer things about themselves. Sometimes they could, not be so hard on themselves, because here it's like, oh, this isn't working out. This is a little bit feel sorry for me. And, this can be worries about money, worries about security, feeling like things are hard and feeling like we have to work hard to achieve what we're wanting. So Capricorn, could would do you more justice to recognize when you're being hard on yourself mentally, because you have to be your best friend. Like, we all have to be our best friends. What we think, we project, we send out to the universe, and we receive it back. Now, if you think positive thoughts about yourself, this is going to have to really assist you in creating better situations for yourself. But if you're being sort of hard on yourself and feeling like you're not good enough, or feeling like, again, this is a competitive side, needing to prove that you're good enough, this is all just coming from you. And, there may be some challenges here for Capricorn. There may have been some real situations where Pluto has really done a good job on making your circumstances difficult, making your finances difficult, and making it feel like you can't step into your own personal power. Now, Capricorn, one of the strongest signs, you've just got through the Strength card, and it's saying that, there's so much you can achieve. Stop the mental, these are 2 5s here. 5s and tarot aren't friendly, as you can see. These aren't happy looking cards here. This is, financially and physically suffering, feeling like, you're going against difficult odds, feeling health issues. Capricorns can be prone to things like arthritis. But, with thoughts like this going on, it's quite acidic. And so it's good to remember to alkaline the body, because the mind can actually create quite acidic energy in the body. And then, of course, we can eat the wrong foods, and there we go. We have an outbreak of either arthritic issues or just issues where it feels like things are a struggle, or just doing your daily routine can be hard. So here for Capricorn, like I said, you are beautiful people. You're beautiful humanitarians. You really care about people, animals, situations, and you're always there to help. So try doing that for yourself. Try, giving yourself the love that you would give an animal or a stranger in need. And be kind with yourself, and recognize when you are dwelling on past pain and when you need to let go. So being ruled by Saturn is not necessarily the easiest planet to be ruled by. Saturn is a hard taskmaster. Saturn is, almost like the strict father in your head saying, that wasn't good enough. Oh, you failed there. Oh, you're a disappointment. And this is all coming through. So I have to speak a bit louder with this rain. This is all coming through Capricorn's energy of high expectation and unrealistic expectation. The reality is you're the only person really being hard on yourself and thinking that you're not capable or not good enough. Now, of course, when Capricorn wants to do something, there's no stopping a Capricorn. So, this probably tames them down a little bit. It probably stops them from trying to be overachievers. But with Saturn there, sometimes it's just oh, it's too hard, let's just give up. And it's like, this is that feeling here of giving up. This is in the mind. But the reality is your cards here are saying, no, you've got lots to look forward to. If anything, there's no giving up here. This is moving forward. So you have really good news, Capricorn, about money situations coming in and through work and new working situations as well. You may be looking at moving. You may be wanting to purchase property. You're going to be able to do this. There's a gift here that's going to help you to establish more security in the home situation for yourselves. There's also very good news again around soul family, and like I said with Capricorn, you've got the nodal axes sitting there in your 4th and 10th, and they will be responsible for changes around home situations or for creating more new goals or new career situations for yourself. But saying here, there's some good legal news if it needs to be legal, or good paperwork that could be signed here for through family for Capricorn. So those that have been working hard, and even if you're working for family members, it's sort of saying, believe in yourself, believe in your pay rise. If you're asking for a pay rise, believe in what you want, because you're at a time you can get what you want if you don't allow your mind to get in the way and make it all scary. Here, in your environment, again, you've got really good news. Now, this is quite fantastic cards here, because this is like the victory card here, and it's sitting here with the death card and the judgment card, which is saying end of an old situation, the beginning of a situation that's so much more productive and so much more rewarding for you Capricorns. And so the outcome here for Capricorn seems to be that you will be working with others in cooperation, a collaboration with family or friendships. You've got the Sun card here with the working card. You also got the Hermit here, which is sort of saying, but you can still do it on your own. This is about your own skills. Capricorn is good with detail, with precision, with, seeing the finer details, and working in conjunction with others is what you're going to be looking at, especially with the Lovers card here. Situations that, for relationships, because we are looking at the Lovers card here, and again, in your relationship sector for Capricorn is, we've got the Sun, Moon, and the 7th, so the focus is going to be on relationships, of course, and you've got the Pluto sitting in your first sector opposite that. So this is a time to transform and change, relationships and connections for yourself. There could be a friendship around you that becomes a love connection, and you've, really considered this for a long time, and now you're ready to actually step more into this situation. But either way, it's going to be more about connections and friendships and relationships and adaptability, and this is going to give you more options and choices and open you up to so much more for your future. So it looks really good for Capricorn, a great outcome here, where I feel like this is an opportunity, a breakthrough to really step into more successful situations. Any difficult situations, whether they've been physical or emotional, or even mental, in the sense of just feeling like you just cannot achieve or get to where you're wanting to get to, or you're still dwelling on what didn't work out and still looking at the past, saying step out of the past and step into your future, because you've got a bright future here, especially with really important connections in your life. So I hope you enjoyed that, Capricorn, and we'll see you next time. Bye.